All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't taken class with me before, my name is Cristina, and I'm so glad you are joining me today. For class, you don't need anything on your feet if you're comfortable that way. I am barefoot. If you have a mat that you want to be on, that works. But since we're home, some of us have plush carpets that we're using, so that would be fine too. Just a reminder, my music is going to be low in the background. Doesn't always come through that great on Zoom, and it's more important to me that you hear my voice and hear my cues. Feel free to play any music in your background that suits you and pumps you up for class. I am going to be using a small pillow today, this size. You can use anything that provides a little height and a little support for your neck and your low back during class if you would like. If you would please have your video and audio on mute, that way I can just be the spotlight for the class and we can say hi at the end. That would be awesome too. Last thing, this class is for Harvard recreation members in the community, and exercise comes with benefits and risks, and by participating in this class you're assuming all of those. I am going to teach this class for absolutely everybody, no matter how you're feeling today. Something I do is going to resonate with you, so it's your job to scan your body, be present, and take the cues and modifications to heart and really choose what's best for you today. That's enough chit-chatting. Boom, let's go. So we're just going to start with a nice Pilates breath. I'm going to back up so you can see me a little bit better. I'm going to start utilizing my pillow right away. So if you would like, you can take a seat on your pillow. I'm going to face you to start, and I want to have the absolute most length in my low back. So to do that, I'm propping myself up on a pillow and I'm crossing my legs, and that's going to allow the most space for me. There's a string at the top of my head lifting me to the ceiling. Ears, shoulders, ribs, and hips are all stacked nicely over each other. My hands are going to help me know that I'm breathing in the right spot. Place your hands on your rib cage for me. Inhale through your nose. Feel the ribs expand into your hands. Exhale softly. Your lips purse around a straw. Draw up the muscles of your pelvic floor and lower abdominals. Inhale, ribs. Exhale, zip up. Keep going your pace. Deep inhale in. Exhale, zipping up. One more inhale in. Exhale, light zip up. From here, hands are going to go down to the floor in front of you, and you're going to roll forward. I'm going to go profile to show you. Inhale, wide, low, rib cage breath. Exhale, now the chin to the chest, activate the abdominals. Walk the hands out, head, neck, and shoulders are heavy, and stay for an inhale. Stay for an exhale. Two more. Breathing into the backs of the ribs here. Exhale. One more inhale in. Exhale, take your time, stack your spine one vertebrae at a time all the way up. If your legs are crossed like mine, switch your legs, your lead leg, so the other hip gets a stretch. Inhale, wide, low, ribs. Exhale, now the chin to the chest, abdominals, and walk those hands out. Let your head, neck, and shoulders be even heavier. Can you let something else go this time? Inhale in. Exhale. One more inhale. And on the exhale, take it one vertebrae at a time, stacking up as if there's a wall right behind you. From there, we'll take the pillow away. We'll give it a little bit of a break. We'll clean it later. Hold on to your hamstrings. Think of a logo on the back of your pants reaching for the floor. Tuck that tailbone under. Reach that logo towards the back of your pants. Rib cage to hip bones, scooping out through the center of your body. Eyes go over knees. So much is happening in Pilates. Lie down so you're flat on your back. Once you are there, take your hands like a triangle. Put the triangle on the lowest portion of your abdominals. Look at your triangle. Feet up, thumbs and index fingers are parallel to the ground in the same plane. That means your spine has this natural curve and there's space between your spine and your mat. Without moving any bones, inhale, ribs. Exhale, zip up to the center of your body. Inhale in. Exhale. Two more. Inhale, rib cage. Exhale, nice and soft. We don't want to breathe too hard. That bypasses the transverse. And we're trying to engage it. One more.
Exhale. Good. Starting to move the bones now. Inhale in. Exhale. Hip bones to rib cage. Go to that imprint position. Lift up to bridge. In your bridge, feel the weight on your shoulders. No weight on your neck or head. From the top of your spine, come down and articulate one vertebrae at a time, releasing in neutral. Go to imprint, lift, press into your feet, fire up your glutes, squeeze them tight, roll all the way down through the center of your body. Release, one more, tuck it under, lift up, hold, 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 roll all the way down. Find the neutral position. Good. Find your imprint this time. Make sure you don't squeeze your glutes, ribs, and hips are closed. Option A, keep your feet on the ground today, especially for low backs that are tight. Option B, can you lift your legs to tabletop? Make sure your low back's glued to the floor, your ribs and hips are tight together. Nod your chin to your chest slightly. Take it to toe tap. Toes reach down and up. The closer your toes are like so to your booty, the easier this is. Much harder if you have a longer leg, longer lever. But here's how we really make it hard. We resist against the urge to let our abdominals rise. We keep our connection. For 3, this is 2, this is 1. Hold, give the knees a squeeze. Rock yourself up to seated, and let's come on over for cat and cow. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck the tailbone, drop your head and lift your navel. Sink your navel down, arch your back, look up. Tuck it all under, find your breath. Let it go. Moving at your own pace always. Now, if you're tight in that upper back, I tend to be, you can put your forearms down. Arch. And tuck it all under. Moving in and out of these poses at your own pace always. Feeling if you're on your elbows, need a little more extension. Take one more of each. Excellent. Come back to neutral. Come back to your palms. Press into the ground. Reach your shoulder blades away from each other and then glide them towards your spine. Pushing down and away and together. This is 4. Your goal with this is to take up as much space as you can. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Slide your shoulders down your back. Bring your knees together, curl your toes under. Think of tops of shoulders reaching down away from neck and ears. Pull your abs in tight. Can you float your knees over the ground and hold? Lower down. Choice B, release the tops of your toes like so. Shoulders back and down, knees float and stay. Let it go. 2 more. Shoulders down, abs in, hover, and down. 1 more. Shoulders down, hover, hold. Choice A here. Choice B, footprint on the ceiling, take it down. And reach and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Take your knees wide. Sit on your heels. We're going to take shell stretch. It's true to Pilates instead of child's pose to start. Abdominals active, round forward. This allows you to try to gain more space in the back. Let your heavy abdominals active, rounding your spine as much as you can. Bring it up. Okay, this next exercise is so important. We tend to get a lot of stress and tension in the front of our body, in our chest, and have rounded shoulders. This is going to allow us to stretch all that out. So they're called breaststrokes. Come all the way down. Lie on your abdominals. Arms by your side. Make sure the tops of your toes are on the floor. And your abdominals are activated the way you would be if you were in a plank. So if you were in a plank, we wouldn't want to cue you here, right? We would be cueing you abdominals up. Find that same feeling even though you're on the ground. Here we go. Inhale, roll a marble with your nose to lengthen. Open the collarbones wide, come up, hover, looking right at the ground. You can feel your chest lifting, but your rib cage is down and you're just hovering, lower down. Inhale, come up, hover, 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 abdominals active, and lower. If you feel this in your lower back, that's okay. But can you brace your abdominals so you don't? Give it a try. If this is going well and you want more, glue your fingertips to your chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good. 4 like this. Elbows reach wall to wall, shoulders reaching towards one another. Last 2. 1 and hold. Dive down and reach to whatever's in front of you, and fingertips to toes. Dive down and reach and hover. This is 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Reach those arms up and hold, up and hold. 4, just the shoulders. 3, 2, stay, let it go. Nice work, everyone. Go ahead, take child's pose, take the knees wide, flip the palms up. Let it go, sit back. Flipping the palms up is allowing you to get into your rotator cuff and stretch your shoulders. Just touch your forehead to the floor, find your deep breath. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, we're ready to move on. Rocking and rolling endurance for abs, starting with the 100. We'll do a quick little ab clap first, and we're diving right in. For the 100, opportunities to put the pillow underneath your head and your neck to start. Okay. For the 100, anyone with a compromised low back at this point, keep your feet flat just like so. If that statement does not resonate with you, hip bones to rib cage, find the imprint, abdominals and legs go to tabletop. If this doesn't feel good, knees come closer, if not, stay right there. Head can stay exactly where it is, or you can try, nod the chin to your chest, reach the fingertips down by the heels, feel the side of your body, head, neck, and shoulders up. Gaze right between those knees, reach long, 100 pulses. Inhale to the rib cage. Exhale, zip up to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This is choice A. Choice B, inhale in, move those legs 5 counts out. Bring it in. Remember, tight low back. Aim to the ceiling. If that's not you, you're at 45 degrees. We have 4 more. Can you keep your legs straight till the end? Inhale in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Give the knees a hug. Now we're warm. Rocking and rolling back up to seated. We're going on to a roll back series. So you have half roll backs, obliques roll back, and full roll up. So lots of abs and low back stretching. Right off the bat, getting it out of the way, getting us nice and warm too. So opportunities to use this pillow underneath your tailbone. You're just gonna wedge it in there, okay? And then you're gonna hold onto your hamstrings, and you're gonna think of the same thing of the logo of the back of your shorts or pants reaching to the pillow. Initiate with the logo, scoot back. We're going 3 counts, 2 counts, 1 count, pulling the abs in, rounding forward. Inhale back, 3, 2, 1, and up. What would happen if you reached your arms? Take it back and forward. Reaching it back, rib cage to hip bone. Awesome. Good. Now, you can always take your hands across your chest if you want a little bit more. And remember, if you're dialing it back, just go back a tiny bit. If you're going for more, you can have a much bigger range of motion. Let's do 4 more, and we're going to have a little endurance part. 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Reclaim the hamstrings, scoot back and hold. Choice A, work some endurance staying here, working on that scoop and the hollowing out of the ab. Choice B, can you lift your arms up and have the same form? Good. Can you take your arms up? What happens now? What happens to me? What's called the earthquake, ergonomic shape. Arm closer to me, reaches, and away, and then twist, rotate towards me. Yes. And away, center, reclaim, and stretch. Ready for obliques. Take the arm closer to me, up, away from me, hamstring. Reach back, 3 counts, 2, 1. Reach, open the collarbone, come up. Inhale. This is stretching the front side of our body and working our obliques and our rotation. If you want and can take on more, 1 arm is up, 1 arm is back. Awesome. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold on, scoot back, hold. Can you reach up and do teeny figure 8s? 1 leg up, and the other leg up. Can you possibly do both? 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. Take the pillow away. If you would like, you can give it a little squeeze in between your knees. This is going to give your low back a little space. We're going to reach up. Exhale, head forward. Be honest. What can you hold on to right now? I'm on my big toe. By the end of this exercise, we're going to see how much further we can go. It's the power of Pilates. I say it every time. Hold it, let it go. Pulling the navel back to the spine. You're going to bend the knees, dig the heels. Start to feel back like someone's pulling you right from your belly button. Scooping back. Find a pause and come up. You're on a secret mission. The mission is to not use any momentum. It's so hard. You know you can do it. No momentum. Whatever choice you make for your roll-ups has to be free of the M word, okay? No momentum. Can you go all the way down? Keep it free of momentum. Just use those muscles. Whatever you chose to do, I want 4 more of your finest, most controlled roll-ups that you have. Last 3. Last 2. And last one. Good, and hold it, reach as far as you can. Can you reach further than you did before? I know I can, I bet you can too. Hold it and stay. And roll it up. All right, check that series off your list. We're moving on to a bridge series. I started with one leg circle, which is pretty light. The goal of the one leg circle is to have some hip stability, and it's really good release for our IT bands, which tend to be pretty tight across the board. So if you want the pillow, it might be comfy to put it underneath your head and neck, but not necessary. Kind of see where you measure up. Find that neutral position with the hip bones, and then take one leg up. I want the knee over your hip, okay? So if you can keep your legs straight with your knee over your hip, that's okay. If you straighten your legs down, we want to dial it back. Okay, so find your honest range of motion and just let it circle from the hips joint. Inhale, exhale, up and hold. Inhale, exhale, up and hold. 3, 2, 1, and reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Switch other side. Inhale, exhale, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the pillow away. Now, if you want, you can put it between your knees, and you'll recruit your inner thighs. We're moving on to some bridging. Press into the floor. Start with an infant lift up, hold, hold, hold. Feel the weight of your body on your shoulders. Nothing's on your head and neck. You could be able to pick up your head if you had to. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Tighten your glutes every single time. Any knee tension, walk your feet out away from you. Can you come up and press in and out? Down, up, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze. It's okay if you touch the floor, but don't rest there. And don't lead with your hips. Lead with your upper back. Good. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Hold it up there. Good. Pressing into the feet. Into the feet. Feel the glutes burn. Squeeze in and hold, in and hold, in and hold. Collarbones wide. In and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Let it go. Nice work. Go ahead. Pillow to the side, working on hamstring flexibility. Lift up to your bridge, hold it there. Now, squeeze. Now, depending on your options, let's just start marching our bridge. So one leg up, squeeze this glute, and come down. Notice how much you have to fire the glute of the leg that stays down for stability and strength. Just marching. Now, depending on what's going on with you, you might decide to continue marching. If you want to lengthen the hamstrings, come with me. Keep that foot down, lengthen one leg up, flex the foot, lower, point lift. Notice my knee doesn't bend. Lower, point, stretch this hamstring. One more. Hold, put it down. Other side, flex, lower, point, lift. 3, 2, 1. Hold it, switch, other side. One more time each side. 3, 2, 1. Put it down. This is it. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up there. Lower it down. Give your knees a squeeze. That series, check it off your list. Way to go. We are going to stretch out the hips. So one stretch is a figure 4, lying on your back. Ankle over knee. Pull the hamstring, pull the shape of it into your body. Use the elbow to press it up. If you prefer to be seated at this point, you'll come up tall. One leg straight, one knee in. Take the knee in your elbow and sit and spiral and twist. No matter what you chose, find your steady breath. Inhale in and exhale. Good, one more of each. Switch, no matter if you're on your back doing figure 4 or seated with me, take that twist. Spiraling, sitting high, finding your breath. One more deep breath in and let it go. We are moving on now. This series is 2 exercises and it's for obliques and dynamic flexibility, specifically tailored to low back and hamstring, which is so important for a lot of us, especially if we're pretty sedentary. Those muscles get pretty tight from sitting all day, so it's important to do these exercises. Okay, take the pillow if you want. And you're going to sit up nice and tall with your legs crossed to start. And we're doing a spine twist. So the center of your body is a towel, and you're going to bring the towel out, okay? So when you go to the right, down here, your left side is going to the opposite direction, okay? So get that feeling of rinsing towel and think of it when you rotate. Sitting up nice and tall. Extending your arms out. Let your arms be an extension of your back, not your neck. Inhale in. Exhale, rotate to the right. 80% of your rotation, 90. Think of what's happening on the opposite side, 100. So we do 3 pulses, so it's little, bigger, biggest rotation. Little, bigger, biggest. The exhales all 3 times to expel stale air from your lungs. Eyes follow fingertips. Now, if anyone had some flexibility in their low back, you might take your legs hip distance with knees bent or legs straight. However, if you did that and you feel like you're sitting back and not up tall against a wall, that's when you make the choice to go back to the option right before. 4 more. Last 2 getting longer with every movement. Keep those arms up for a little shoulder burn, okay? Hold it up. Rotate to one side, hold. Back arm turns under. It's gonna reach to whatever's behind you. Reach pinky to pinky toe. Back arm pulls up and untwist. Rotate and reach. Can you straighten your legs? Sometimes you don't know until you try, and then it's okay to regress the move to progress. So dial it back when needed. Just 3 more. Last 2. And 1. And then you can shake out those shoulders because the upper body just got a lot of secret work that we didn't even realize till the end. All right, it's time. This is a lot of people's favorite part of class is the ab series. So we're gonna go ahead and start that now. If you want to use the pillow, giving you guys seaside vibes. If you want to use the pillow for rolling like a ball, if you know that you're not going to roll back to your shoulders, I would do that, and I'll show you how. Then I'll show you to take it away for those of you who want We're gonna put it behind our tailbone, wedge it in there. We're gonna hold onto our hamstrings, and we're going to think of the logo on the pants, reach into the pillow, and coming up. So initiate there. If you know you're gonna roll and you want more, take it away. Point your big toes, get them off the ground. You're rocking back off your sitting bones, your abdominals catch you from falling, you come back. Rock, catch, and up. Maybe you put your hands on your shins, rock, catch, and up. Keep your eyes on your knees, stay tucked in that ball. Can you roll to your shoulders and exhale up without touching the floor? Holding on to whatever's comfortable, or you could challenge and let go. 4 more. 3. This is it. 1. Come up to a balance position. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Can you let go? Let's get uncomfortable within reason. So no pain, but uncomfortable. Can you take your legs to tabletop, holding on? Can you take your hand on the backs of your calf, holding on or letting go? Commit. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We're gonna come down to our abs series. Really important in abs series to know we're really working on endurance. It's definitely a challenging part of class, so take it as it comes and do what you need. Bring yourself down to the floor. Let's use the pillow underneath your tailbone. So you don't want it too high. The goal is to just get a neutral pelvis with it. So when you did this, you elevated the hips, and you're gonna bring your hip bones towards your rib cage, zip up through the center of your body. Take the legs to tabletop, keep your head down. Now you're gonna take one leg long, you're squeezing that glute to fire your abs, come back to center. Reach, center. So you wanna constantly get your ribs and hips as close to each other as you can. Little notch in the chest. Now, if you want, you make it a little quicker. Inhale, so one knee comes in, one leg goes out, exhale. Every time that leg is straightened, what's happening? The glute engages, but you have to physically turn it on. Inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The legs go up to the ceiling. Fingertips catch the right calf. The left leg goes down. Reach, reach, switch. So I like to start these small and modest. If you notice, what do I start with? 12 inches between my legs. Then I decide, can I do more and make it bigger? You might reach your hands on the floor. You might take your forearms up. Reach, 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 reach. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up. Reclaim your legs if you need to. Inhale, lower. Keep your ribs and hips closed. Don't let the abs rise. Might be really small, remember. Might be a lot bigger. 5 more. 5. Take as you need. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 1. We'll revisit the pillow for now. Put your feet down. Lift up to a bridge. Open up your hip flexors. Stretch out your abdominals. Take the pillow away. Melt down. We are moving on to obliques. So, depending on your low back, you might take your obliques right here. Hands behind your head, opposite shoulder to knee. If you can do more, find the imprint, find the tabletop. Start to rotate and finding the exhale and rotating. Head is heavy, make sure hands are not pulling head. Can you do more? If you can, one knee in, one leg goes on, crisscross. We're doing 20. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can do it. Keep reaching shoulder to knee. 12, 13, 14. Good news. 18, 19, 20. Done, 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 done. Nice work. Almost there. What I want you to do now, head in your hands, nice and heavy. Head, neck, and shoulders up. Gaze between the legs. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. You might want to take a hat up with your hand then. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold, shake it out. Nice work. I do have one more abdominal exercise while we're here, and then I promise it will be over. If you have the pillow and you find it assisted, put it back underneath the tailbone, and this is gonna help you with your roll over, which we're just gonna do the preparation for today. So ankles are crossed. You're gonna initiate a reverse crunch with your tailbone. Hands by your side, and you're gonna lift your tailbone off the pillow any amount. Lift, hold, take it down. Now, I want you to really focus on finding a moment of stillness, which is tough if it's tight. Hold and take it down. Let's do 4 more. Hold and fight for as long as you can. Last 2 and 1. Excellent. Go ahead, put the feet down. Remove the pillow. Give your knees a squeeze. Rock yourself up to seated, and let's stretch all of that out. I'm going to show you a few options to stretch the front side of your body, and you're going to pick the one that's working for you. So one option is thinking of that cat and cow from the warm-up. Finding your breath and letting it go. Another one might be a baby cobra. You're all the way down, elbows down, shoulders down, holding it here. Anything you can do to open up the front side of your body works. And then come down, lying down, bending your knees, and windshield wiper your legs to release your back. And then bring yourself up. We are going to spend this next exercise working on the back side of your body. Then we have some upper body, some side lying. We're on the home stretch of class. We're almost done, if you can believe it or not. So we're going to start with our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, our rib cage to our hip bones. And we're going to go ahead and reach one leg behind and one arm. And you're just going to find a moment of stillness. You're going to make sure you're scooping your abs up, your back's as flat as a table, and you're energized. Come back. Other side. As we're thinking of those things, we are also thinking of our hips. We don't want them to open. So you want to imagine there's a flashlight on your hips, pointing to the floor, shining down. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you're welcome to stay there. If you are able to, bring yourself down to your abdominals and practice the same thing. Try not to let your abdominals press into the floor. Keep them lifted. Reach opposite arm as wide. This time, your mission is to not let your knee bend. Okay? Initiate from your hamstring so it's high. A lot of times it looks like this. So be mindful, since I'm not there, that you're not bending your knee. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Now soar over the ground like you're a superhero and start to flutter kick. Inhale in, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 more, inhale, exhale, last 2, inhale, and exhale. 1 more, inhale, and exhale, and hold, lower down. And now take any stretch of your choice. I love to do a downward dog at this point of class and start to stretch out the back side of my body a little bit. So you can do that with me or take something else that's calling you. So for downward dog, I start from a high plank. My hips go up, my heels to press down, and I'm energizing out of my knuckles. Good, holding here. You can pedal your feet out. And then come on down, back into the position. And we're gonna now do some upper body as promised, but upper body turns into core always because it's Pilates. So I'm gonna run my stopwatch and tell you how long we did so you can feel very proud of your high plank at the end of this. So for high plank, let's go ahead and take our hands spread wide like starfish, put them right underneath the shoulders, and let's just hit this initial plank together. So straightening your legs, holding here, taking the feet pretty wide, squeezing your glutes. Any wrist restrictions come down to the forearms. Either way, imagine there's a string at the top of your head pulling you to the wall in front of you, heels in back of you. You're gripping your thighs, squeezing your glutes, and keeping your weight shifting forward. Now, see if you can take your feet pretty wide, if you want to take one arm up and the other. Good. So option A, stay here. You can even lift one leg and the other. If you're moving on with me, we're going to reach one arm up and then over to a side plank and come back down. Reach up and over, come back down. Next choice, up and over, hips go down, hips go up. Up and over. Take your time because it is complicated, this movement pattern, so it's not a race. 3 more. 2. This is 1. Hold the plank. Can you put your forearms down, bring your feet together, shift forward. Close your eyes. One long line. Yes, you can. 10. Close your eyes. Be focused just on you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Guess what? That was 1 minute and 30 seconds. Amazing. Goes by fast when you're moving, huh? We're going to take a child's pose. We're going to stretch our shoulders. So take your knees really wide. From your child's pose, take one arm under. And you're going to drop the ear and find your breath. Stay right there. Let it go. Steadying your breath. Releasing out of it slow. I'm going to do the other side. Grab the other arm through, let the shoulder go down. And every time you breathe, breathe into that shoulder that's on the floor. And slowly releasing out of that. We're going to go ahead and move on to sideline series, and we have push-ups, and then we're all done. We're on our way. So for sidelining, you are going to, depending how hard your floor is, the pillow might be too high, but if you have a sweatshirt or a blanket or a towel, it can be helpful to put it underneath your hip bone that's on the floor and just provide a little bit of comfort. So I'm going to start on my right side. This is going to be brief, but we're going to work our side body and our outer hip, outer thigh area, but also inner thigh too. So lie all the way down. And you want to make sure your top hip is stacked right on top of the bottom. Okay? So you're going to take your top leg up, and then you're going to get your bottom leg up and lower. My top leg's at hip height, and I'm using the muscles of my inner thigh to lift up and squeeze and lower. If you feel that your legs are not coming together, that's okay. But could you take your top leg lower and see? 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the legs if it's one unit. Lift them up and down. Lift. Now you'll start to feel your abdominals work, and now there's no limit. You can take your legs as high as they go, as long as they go together. 4, 3, 2, hold it. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Now, take your top arm up. You're going to push into your bottom arm. You're going to reach your legs. You're folding in half from your waist. Come down. Often, people end up on their backs or stomachs. Just makes us laugh. Let's work on that balance. 2 and 1 and stay for 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Let's go right to the other side and do the same thing. Noticing and remembering that no two sides tend to be the same. So we'll see how you do on this one. Come all the way down. Take your top leg up. Lift and lower. Trying to get those inner thighs to touch. Staying with your hips stacked. Using this bottom hand for a lot of support for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, move down and up, squeeze those glutes, lower and left, use your core. 5, feeling your waistline, feeling your back, feeling your abs and thighs, so everything's working together. 2, 1, hold, pulse up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press into the ground, lift up, you're gonna reach and stay, and lower. Good, you can do it. 3, 2, 1, and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Bend your knees in, bring yourself up to seated. Let's stretch out your side body. So you'll take one leg straight, fold one leg in, reach up and over, opening up the side of your body, looking up, let everything be heavy and weighted. And as we're ending class, because you're just on the tail end, now start to settle into your breath again, deep in through the nose, exhaling through lips. Maybe take this end of class, and come up and square your hips and take hamstring, to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and let it go for 4. So at any point, practice that deep breathing. The year 2020 is filled with all the things, so I find that taking breaks in your day to do that slow, steady breath, even at nighttime and holding it for 4, can do a lot for us. And then hamstring, let it go. Go ahead and take one more final child pose before we end with our Pilates push ups. Take your knees wide, let your forehead hit the floor, arms reaching front or by your side. Find a little bit of silence and I'll find them too. Swap your hands in, shift your weight to the balls of your feet in a little crouch position. Send your heels down, send your hips up, send your legs straight. Bend your knees, roll it up slow. When you get there, inhale in. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands out. Find a high plank with hands wider than shoulders. Find your knees or your toes. Remember, push-ups are a moving plank, so keep that solid alignment and we're on 3, 2, 1, and up 10 times. 6 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that plank. Walk those hands in. Hold up and the hand at elbow. Let your hands go. Shake your head, yes. Roll it up slow, take your time. 1 vertebrae at a time. When you get there, roll your shoulders down and back. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs. Rise up to the balls of your feet and find stillness and balance. Good. Heels come down. Stay standing. Inhale in. Exhale out. 1 more. Inhale in. Hands over your head. Big breath in. Big breath. Hands to heart center. Big smiles because you showed up for yourself and you did awesome. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much that we're coming back to me week after week, even in the summer. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions or feedback or need anything from me at all, feel free to put them in the chat or say hi. And then I will see you next week. Bye, guys.